Hello everybody, I have so many exciting things to update you on in this vlog, so stay tuned. Happy Friday everybody, my name is Amelia and I write crime thrillers under the pen name A.D. Hay. And did I say happy Friday? That's the type of situation you're dealing with today. So sorry. So this vlog is going to be more of a day in the life vlog purely because I foolishly decided to, maybe not foolishly, I'm excited to do Vlogtober. I ambitiously decided to do Vlogtober. So I've created so much content and I'm just excited to start this vlog because it's more casual and I don't have to think about it. Well, I do think about the content, but I don't have to plan it as much as all of the other stuff. I obviously do think about these moments in the vlog. I do plan those, but I don't have to plan 10 to 20 minutes worth of content in intricate detail like I would the other videos. So it's been 12 days since my last vlog, and what has happened during that time is I submitted my novel to my editor. I've just got my calendar open to remind me. That's like, if you see me looking that way, that's why. I've submitted my manuscript to the editor. I had to export it out of Scrivener and do a bit of light formatting, and then I sent it off, and then I got the invoice and I paid it through PayPal. I just accepted the US currency and I used my Revolut card, and when you pay for foreign currency using the Revolut card, you get it at the rates as advertised on Google. They don't puff up the exchange rate like your bank does, and they don't charge you a whole heap of fees. I do get a certain amount of British pounds that I can exchange up to a certain point. I think it's 2,000 a month, and after that I have to then start paying fees. You also pay a fee for the card. I think I paid a $20 fee for the card, and if you add virtual cards on top of that, a virtual card is something you would use to pay over the phone, or don't know why you would do that, but people still do. People still pay over the phone or on the internet, and you can have something that's exclusive to that. So if someone gets your card, it's just your virtual card and you can just cancel it, especially if you get fraudulent transactions. But anyway, that's how I paid for it. And then later that afternoon I had my dental surgery. So basically what happened is when I turned up to the appointment, I thought it was just the molds I was getting done, but no, it was the stage where they reopened my gums and they put the cap on and a spacer around it, because in order for the tooth to be screwed on, because it's like a bolt at the top of a screw, so in order for it to be twisted on, the gums need to open up around the spacer, the way your gums naturally wrap around your tooth. So that's what needs to happen. And yeah, I was so glad I didn't actually check the dental plan, because I would have been terrified to know that. He put like this, it felt like this sort of plasticine Play-Doh type of material, but it hardened into plaster, and he put that dressing over the surgical site just to help with healing. And I had that on for about almost a week. So I had it installed Tuesday and I took out the plaster on Sunday evening because I couldn't take it anymore. It was disgusting and I was worried food was going to get stuck under there, and it was really difficult to brush, and I know that's disgusting, but I couldn't take it anymore, so I took it off. So that's what I've been doing. So this week I've been planning a lot of content for Vlogtober and filming a lot of content for this channel as well. So just so you know, these vlogs are going to stay on this channel now, because I sort of feel like they will eventually become like a day in the life of an author, and they'll be probably more interesting for people who read my books who are just curious about what I do on a daily basis. So that's really the content for this channel. But if you're a writer and you're following me, that's okay. This morning, 1 AM this morning, I got an email from my editor. My editor lives in the US, so that's why I'm getting emails at 1 AM, although I am a night owl. And I replied back to her as soon as I got the message, and basically she said she wanted to do a Skype call. I know I sort of shared this on Instagram, my Instagram account, but yeah, I'm a little terrified because I didn't expect the call, because when I filled out the form and paid the fees, I sort of said no to the call, but turns out I'm getting a call because I'm a new client and she seems to be really keen to talk to me. I'm just super worried that my book is just a pile of crap and she's going to say, well, yeah, you need to rewrite all of this, because I'm just going to be honest, I'm done with missing. Like, the only things I want to do at this stage are just line edits, like changes to do with the wording. I don't want to make any plot changes at this point because I am so done with this book. I never thought I'd feel this way, but I just am. I don't want to do any more rewrites, and I'm terrified because Roland's only read part of this book and she's the second person that's read the book. The first person really liked it actually. So I'm just really nervous because she's in the email, she's like, oh, I want to help you make this book better. And I'm like, does it mean it's shit? So I'm just terrified. Today at 2 p.m. I have a call with her. So I'll give you an update after that. Did I mention I was nervous? I'm naturally a bit of a drama queen. I'm a little melodramatic. I guess it comes with the territory, but maybe I am being a bit melodramatic and maybe she's just got a few questions and it won't be a big deal. But I guess the suspense is killing me, which is ironic because I write crime thrillers. So I'll give you an update later. So I have the world's strongest cup of sencha green tea because I'm an idiot and I left the tea bag in way too long. And just in case you're wondering if you're a bit of a teacup addict, this is from a theme park called Futuroscope, and there was a shop that sold a lot of ceramic ware and I actually got this in there. The company logo stamp that's usually underneath a teacup like this has been worn off because I washed them in the dishwasher. But I think this holds about 2 cups of tea. So it's just so you can get perspective. You know exactly how big it is. But as you can see, like, it covers a good portion of my face. It's that big. Fun fact. I just got off the Skype call with my editor. That call lasted about an hour. I then had lunch. I didn't show that because it was super unhealthy. I just grabbed whatever there was in the fridge because it's now 4 p.m. I did a tiny bit of editing of the clip that I recorded earlier. I have to say, not that any experience that I've had so far has been particularly terrible. Like, I have pointed out in my Get Ready With Me video that the editor I had did the 3-chapter edit with, she's a good editor and it was a good experience. But I sort of realised that if I had written something that was set in England and it was for a British audience, then the stuff that she would contribute to that would be invaluable. And especially if you don't live here and you're writing a series of books set in England, then, you know, she would be a great fit for you. But because my books, they do start off in England, but they travel across to New York and they go to France and other countries. Well, I want to take him to other countries, other places, or at least other parts of the US. I want to do something in maybe Philadelphia, Washington, maybe Boston, purely because I just want to go. What I really want to do is I want to go to Boston and drool over the archives in the Boston Globe, but they're probably not going to let me. I know that's super creepy, by the way. Maybe not creepy, it's just weird. It's not an unfamiliar term to me. A lot of people do tell me I'm weird, but I digress. So where was I? That other editor that I worked with, that was a great experience, and I have a 5-book series in mind that when I eventually write that, I do want to work with her on that because it's a cozy mystery. It's set in a fictional, really small village in Cambridgeshire in the 90s, and I sort of think she would be great and she'd be able to contribute things to that story that I wouldn't even think of because I have an Australian accent. I grew up in Australia. I didn't grow up in the United Kingdom, and so as someone who's foreign, technically I'm a foreigner, and there are things that I just wouldn't know because I haven't lived here for that long. Like, I've been here since 2011, and even though it's been quite a few years, it's still not a long time, if that makes sense. So the Skype call lasted an hour and it was really good actually, listening to her talk about my story. She really loved it actually, and it sounded like it's fitted in with the crime thriller mystery genre, and she was really keen to find out about what happened to the characters next. And one particular character, which gives me promise for another series I'm really dying to write as well. I'm excited, and it was such a good experience. I went into this feeling like I wasn't actually a good writer because I've been writing these books for such a long time and I've had very minimal feedback. I've posted scenes on my blog, and the people who have seen them are mainly my family and friends and my husband, and they've always come back saying, you know, you're such a good writer. Your sentence structure is quite clear and the words you use kind of paint a visual picture, and this is stuff that I've heard before, but having a professional editor tell me that as she read it, the words painted a clear picture in her mind, and I've made it easier for a screenwriter to come in and just pull out the story to then create like a TV series or a movie. And just sort of hearing that kind of made me feel like maybe I'm not the crappiest writer on earth. I don't think that I've arrived or that I'm amazing or anything like that, because that's just sad. But I don't feel like I'm secretly sitting on manuscripts that I hope are good but really are crap. I now know that what I've written is interesting and other people want to read it, and it's such a good feeling. And I feel like I've hit the editor lottery. I definitely walked away from that feeling good, and I feel like the edits that she suggested are going to help make the book so much better. I am tempted just to go through and accept all of the changes, purely because I've been working on this for such a long time now and I just don't trust myself anymore. And she's made suggestions that I think are really great, but I sort of feel like if she's going to take the time out to suggest alternatives for words that I've used, then I'm just going to take it, because she's clearly going to come up with something that's better than what I could come up with, because she's looking at this book with fresh eyes. So I don't think I'm going to argue with her too much. Maybe argue's the wrong word. Maybe I'm not going to disagree too often, or very rarely. I'm definitely going to use this company again. They're that good. And I'm probably going to be a bit of a diva and sort of request this particular person I've worked with. It was a good editing partnership and I like it. I'm definitely going to use her again. I think I will eventually do an official review and actually tell you who this editing company is. And I have to admit, their prices aren't too terrible. They're actually really good. They do packages. So I will do an official review on this company, but I'm going to wait until I've gone through and I've done the proofread and this book is done and dusted before I do the review, because I don't think that's quite fair if I just go based on the deluxe line edit and not the proofread. So it'll be fun. So what I've got to do for the rest of the day is I need to edit the rest of this vlog. I'm going to resist the urge to start working on the editing suggestions today. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow or the day after or Monday, but I'm going to give myself a tight deadline. I'm going to say that I've got a week to do this, because I sort of feel like if I spend any longer on that, it's really like a waste, not a waste of time, but I feel like I'm just slacking off, and I can actually do a line edit in a week. Actually, I could do a line edit in 4 days, because you've just seen that. So now that I know I can do that, I'm going to give myself a week and consistently work on it every day, because I need to get my act together. I need to start being a professional. I don't know why I couldn't think of that on my own. And now that I've had that conversation with my line editor, she's actually really excited to find out what happens with Maximilian Nichols. I'm tempted to start writing the first book in that series, which is titled Excalibur. So I'm tempted to actually do that for NaNoWriMo, which means I need to start planning for that. So that'll be a first book in an archaeological thriller series. I'm sort of excited to do that. Super excited. I'm like deliriously happy today. This vlog is going to be super weird. I'm going to be like really up and down. Just this morning I was like despairing, and now I'm like, woo, party. I feel like cracking open a bottle of champagne. My husband will be super disappointed with me if I do that. Not because I'm opening champagne, but because he's not here to drink it with me. Frenchmen, gotta love them. Happy Tuesday, everybody. So I'm sitting on the couch and I'm just trying to make a few last minute edits to the behind the scenes vlog number 16, and I've realized I haven't actually wrapped up the vlog. So I've sort of left it hanging with me telling you what I was going to do and my plans for my archaeological thriller series. Now that I've had some distance between now and that vlog, I sort of think I really do want to write that series and I'm super keen, but I'm probably going to do that after the third book in the James Lalonde thriller series has been released, because I think it's more important for me to start launching one series before I then go and jump in again and try launching another one. So I just wanted to clarify that. But I have actually had a look at the line edits after I had that phone call, and the line edits are great, to be honest, and I'm really happy with them. So I think that's all I needed to update you on. So if you love weekly writing vlogs just like this, then give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel, then hit the subscribe button. And if you want to be notified about more videos just like this, then click the bell icon. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!